Welcome everybody. I'm Pratik Alde representing Vedabi Global Services, a specialist in providing support and services in BI and EPM space. We provide pre-sales support, health checkup and optimization, installation and configuration, upgrade and migration, support and maintenance, end-to-end implementation. Here is the agenda for the webinar today. I'll be explaining you the OBI, history of OBI, feature of OBI, features introduced in OBI versions, components of OBI, architecture of OBI. I'll be explaining you the Oracle BI administration tool which is present as a component in the OBI, system requirement of OBI, installation path of the OBI, and one interesting topic, Hyperion versus OBI, OBI on mobile devices. So here we'll start. What is OBI? It is a comprehensive suite of enterprise BI products that delivers a full range of analysis and reporting capabilities. It has far more rich features than Discoverer, that is data federation. It is completely web-based design. Basically, OBI is used for the analysis purpose on which the data is present, the reports are generated. You should know the history of the OBI. There were a company called Enquire Software who develops and ships Enquire Suite 1.0, the version 1.0. In 2002, Siebel announced purchase of Enquire Software. Siebel was integrated and shipped Enquire Scalable Analytics Server and Zero Footprint intelligent web products with Siebel 7, the seventh release of Siebel e-business applications. Siebel names the product Siebel Analytics, in which we have server, answers, and dashboards. In 2002, the month of September, Oracle purchased Siebel. The last version of Siebel Analytics was 7.8.2. In the year of 2007, in the month of Jan, OBI 10G R3 10.1.3.2 version was released. In the same year, the month December, 10.1.3.3.2, that is ease-based integration, was released. In the year of 2008, the month August, OBI has released 10.1.3.4, that is workspace integration. And in the year of 2010, the 7th of July, 11G version was released by the Oracle. And the latest version is OBI 11.117. Now it is available in the market. So here I will be explaining you the features of OBI 11G. So what features OBI 11G has? OBI supports different type of reporting like ad hoc reporting, canned reporting, financial reporting, desktop reporting, management reporting. What is ad hoc reporting? Ad hoc reporting means you can drill down in such a way, in a hierarchy way, so that you can have the total calculation in the drill down options also. Canned reporting. Canned report means the one that has been pre-built for you. So that is called as canned reporting. Financial reporting, which has some financial data in that reports. So it is called as financial reporting. Likewise, desktop and management. Access to data across any kind of data source. OBI 11G gives access to data across any kind of data source. So here we have single interface for relation and multi-dimensional style access. Also support for OLAP style hierarchies, that is ragged hierarchies, unbalanced hierarchies, parent-child hierarchies, which you can call it as ad hoc reporting uses these types of hierarchies. Here we also have offers integrated replacement for Hyperion Performance Scorecard with Oracle Scorecard and strategy management. So these are the features of OBI 11G you will get when you will purchase 11G version. Three more we have. They are pixel perfect enterprise reporting. in OBI we have a component called a BI Publisher, in which you can have your pixel perfect enterprise reporting. Proactive detection and alerts also provides. Microsoft Office integration and mobile support is also in the OBI 11G version. So further, I'll be explaining you the specific version of the OBI. So from after launching of 11G, 113 was there. At that time we were having the key features like iBots were called it as now agents, requests were called it as now analysis. Now we call it as analysis, before we call it as request. So the key terminologies are changed. Like charts, graphs we say as graphs. At that time we were using charts. Same as presentation column and attribute column. Major user interface improvement were there. Key performance indicator concepts were there in 113. Support for Microsoft Office 2003 and 2007. In the version of 115, BI Composer, enhancement to KPI editor, Oracle Business Intelligence mobile tool, support for MS Office 2010, these were the key performance in 115. In 116, support for Internet Explorer 9 was there, Chrome 12 and Firefox 6. These three supports they have given. New support for Informix 1.5, Sybase AS E15 and Netezza 6 data sources where you can connect at that time. Support for Solaris 11, autocomplete prompts as you type, favorite sections in the global header, links to external location can be added to the global header. 11 in 117, that is now the latest one, in which we have enhancement to dashboard graphs, integration of Oracle BI with EaseBase. Integration of Oracle BI with EaseBase. EaseBase is the component of the Hyperion. So OBI has integrated with the EaseBase. You can easily deploy EaseBase and associated tools when installing Oracle Business Intelligence and benefit from using shared administration. Or user management, installation and configuration support is also there. BI mobile enhancement. All new 117 visualizations are touch enabled and support gesture interactions. Enhancement to mail settings now allow users to email attachments in the PDF format. So next, big data integration to Apache Hadoop as a data source. The BI server is now available to generate high query language commands to query Hadoop data sources. So this integration is also now having in the 117 feature. So now will we have components of OBI. I'll be explaining you this one by one in the next further two slides. Oracle BI server, it's a component of OBI. BI admin tool, answers, BI marketing, BI interactive dashboards, BI delivers, BI disconnected analysis or analytics, BI publisher. As I told you, BI publisher is the one most important feature in the OBI which is integrated now. BI briefing books, BI office plugin, Oracle Hyperion financial reporting. This is also integrated with the OBI component. Hyperion interactive reporting, Hyperion SQL production reporting, Hyperion web analysis. These are all components present right now is present in the OBI. So architecture of OBI, you should know the architecture of OBI if you're planning to have this software in your office. So I'll be explaining deeper in the next slides of architecture of OBI. Here I will go in a high level. Physical layer, BMM layer, presentation layer. These are the layers which are present in the Oracle Business Administration tool. We have Oracle BI repository in which that is called as administration tool, which provides the Oracle BI repository, which connects to the data sources. So Oracle BI server, we also have a component Oracle BI server, in which it is an heart of the BI or Oracle BI. So we have presentation services, and we have answers, dashboards, delivers, administrations. So the flow I will be explaining you in next slides. Yeah, architecture of OBI. We have a three client architecture of OBI. The first is the client tier, the second is the server tier, and the third is the data tier. In client tier, you will be having Oracle OBI Query Client, Oracle Business Intelligence Administration Tool, and in the server tier, you will have Oracle BI Presentation Services, Oracle BI Server, metadata repositories. The data tier is based on other OLAP data sources, relational database management system, Flatflies. In data tier, it means it has data source. You can have a data source of Essbase, you can have a data source of OLAP, you can have a data source of IDBMS, you can have data source of Flatfiles also. So these are all connected to the server tier and then client tier. So I'll be explaining you the path right now, because you should know the components, then and then only you will have the path to that. So first, the user fires the query from the BI clients, that is answers and dashboards, and it sends the query to the presentation services. And here you will have presentation services, you will have presentation catalog. It provides the framework and interface for the presentation of business intelligence data to the web clients. It contains two components: analysis editor, dashboard. Analysis editor, set of graphical tools that enable user to build, view, and modify analysis that provide analytic information. What is dashboard? It displays the result of analysis and other items. So it passes the query to the Oracle BI server. When it passes the Oracle BI server, at that time, the core server behind the Oracle BI, it is the BI server, use metadata to the direct processing. It generates dynamic SQL query data in the physical data sources. It connects natively through the Oracle database connectivity to a data source. It provides BI data to Oracle BI presentation services. So now the query goes to the Oracle BI repository, which is called as the administration tool. In administration tool, we have three layers: physical layer, BMM layer, presentation layer. And the query passes from presentation layer to the BMM layer to the physical layer and to the data source. The data sources contain the business data that user want to analyze. These are accessed by Oracle BI server. It can be in multiple formats like relational database, OLAP database, flat files, multidimensional data sources. Oracle BI repository. What is Oracle BI repository? It contains the metadata used by the BI server. It accessed and configured by Oracle BI administration tool. It imports metadata from the databases and other data sources. It recognizes metadata into business models, structure the business model for presentation to the users who request information. So I'll be explaining you these physical layer, BMM layer, and the presentation layer in the further slides in deep. So here, what is Oracle BI admin tool? So I already told you this is an administration tool in which we have the metadata and through which we can connect to the data source using connection pools. Here we have connection pools, number of connection pools you can have in your repository. Creating the three layers of repository is done in the BI admin tool, that is physical layer, BMM layer, business model, mapping layer, presentation layer. And we have some best practices to create the above layers. So I'll be explaining this in the next further slides. So Oracle BI admin tool, the BI server makes use of BI repository for converting the user request into logical and physical queries. So what is the definition of physical layer? It contains the tables imported from the underlying database with appropriate joins between them. what BMM layer contains. This is the business model layer, and hence all the business logics are implemented on this layer. Example, calculation of percentage, sales, revenue, fact tables, dimension tables in the logical format you will found in the BMM layer. In presentation layer, as the name specifies, this layer is used for the presentation of required tables and columns to the users. So this is how the BI admin tool looks like. So I'll be explaining you the layer wise. Physical layer, BMM layer, presentation. What does physical layer contains? It may contain multiple data sources. It is typically first layer built in the repository. Database connection, pool, schema, folder, table, columns, key. It contains these components. In BMM layer, you will have physical schemas, and they are simplified and recognized to form the user's view of data. Business model, logical dimensions, logical dimension tables, logical fact tables, logical table source, logical columns, measures. These are all present in the BMM layer in the logical format. In the physical layer, it will contain in the physical format. So they both have the integration in between. In BMM layer, it may maps to multiple data sources. You can have multiple data sources in a single table. Logical tables may map to multiple physical tables. Logical columns may map to multiple physical columns. And measures. Measures are the facts that business uses to evaluate its performance. It can be calculate the measurable quantities and are created on logical columns in the fact table. Typically, it defines the aggregation rule. So we'll move on to the presentation layer. Why the presentation layer use? So it defines the user interface in which you can place the facts and dimension in your format, in the user format. So here we will have the components like subject area, presentation table, presentation column. Likewise, we have you can have the label, like if you want, suppose you can take an example like here you are seeing time alternate calendars. You can have alternate calendars first, time afterwards. So likewise, the user presentation is done in the sample presentation layer. So I need to have one more component, that is, or you can say one more concept, that this repository we will find in OBI in two mode, like offline mode and online mode. So I will not going brief in this, but will tell you what is offline mode. In offline mode, repository is not loaded into the Oracle BI server memory, and in online mode, repository is loaded in the Oracle BI server memory, so that administration can perform jobs that are not available in the offline mode. So in offline mode, you can have administration side, that is manage schedule jobs, manage user sessions, manage the query cache, the clustered servers. Much is there in the OBI tool, but we'll be having these as overview. So after creating all the three layers, you have some consistency check which is to be fixed in this layer only, so that you can have a good reporting side to the user. We'll go further for the system requirement. What system requirements you need if you want OBI software in your environment? So that we have hardware environment, database, and operating system. So we'll go from hardware environment. Here we have disk. You need the disk space 20 GB or more than that. Available memory is 4 GB or more than that. Temporary space should be 950 MB or more. Swap space should be 3 GB or more. Your CPU should be dual core Pentium 1.5 GHz or greater than that. So these specifications or these requirements has given by the Oracle itself. In database, you can have Oracle 11.2, any version of 11.2 something. You can have IBM DB2 9.1, 9.5, 9.7. You can have MS Microsoft SQL Server 2005 and 2008 also. So these three databases are compatible with OBI. Microsoft Windows 2008 with Service Pack 1 operating system you can have in your environment, or 2003 R2, or you can have OBI on Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So I'll be explaining you the installation path, how to install OBI. Obtained Oracle Business Intelligence installation media, which we will get from the Oracle Cloud. Next, complete the installation planning requirements which is required for the OBI installation. Have a database installed and have the required database schemas loaded into that. In third point, the required database schemas loaded. So Oracle has given a special tool called RCU, which is used to load the schemas into the database. So you can have that RCU schema creation tool utility. Through that you can have the schemas in your databases. Then install the Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition. You will have some options, just go for it. And then configure Oracle Business Intelligence. At first I told you we will be having a good interaction between OBI versus Hyperion. There are some points I can explain you, that you should have OBI or you should have Hyperion. They both are on their own side. So you can have OBI also, you can have Hyperion also. OBI is real-time reporting. EaseBase is not. EaseBase is a component of the Hyperion. So OBI is the real-time reporting tool. EaseBase is not the real-time, because EaseBase takes the data source from the RDBMS. That's why. EaseBase require relational database to store metadata, whereas OBI does not. So this is the main big reason. OBI is real and Hyperion is real-time not. OBI helps you to understand the business. Hyperion helps you to improve overall performance. Hyperion product is used for the performance side, and OBI helps you to understand the business related stuff. So last point, we have OBI on mobile devices. So in the 11G, or you can have I don't know the particular version when the mobile device has mobile component has launched. So what OBI on mobile device do? So we have a dashboard approach in which supports analysis dashboards, publishers reports, action framework, scorecards, alerts, catalog search. These all you can have in your mobile device. So on mobile device you have right now the operating systems called Android, or you have Apple operating system also. So zero training to interact with data on mobile devices. You need not have to train for that, and it will be available for Apple iTunes App Store also. Device supported for iPhone 3GS, 4, iPad likewise. Thanks for participating in the webinar. We will look forward to see you again in the upcoming webinars for Vedabi Global Services. Please contact us for any query related to BI APM space to email and mobile numbers available on the contact us slide. Have a great time.